Shanti. This is the meditation on the Murli of 19th of July 2025. Let us remind ourselves who is present at this moment. Is the soul awake? When the students study at school, they are aware of what they are going to become at the end of their studies. And this is why we should know in our intellect that we are going to become the masters of golden aged world, land of divinity, Paraspuri. So all the relationships of the body, etc., have to be renounced. We have now to become Parasnath, lords of divinity, masters of that land of divinity. There should be this much happiness throughout the day. From having stone intellects, we are now becoming those with the divine intellect, Parasbuddhi. It is only when the Father, the Lord of divinity, Parasnath, comes and he changes stone intellects into Paras intellect, Patthar Buddhi to Paras Buddhi. You are sitting here. We know that our school is the highest on high, and we become multi-billion-fold fortunate masters of the world. Therefore, we should have so much happiness. This is the most elevated confluence age, Purushottam Sangam Yug, when we go from this land of stone to land of divinity. Yesterday, we had stone intellects, Patthar Buddhi, and today we are becoming those with Paras Buddhi, divine intellect. And when we have constant awareness of this, that I am becoming one with the divine intellect, this too is Manmanabhav. We understand that God Himself is our teacher, that He is making us into masters of heaven, and we know that He's come here. It happened in the previous cycle as well. And it is written in the scriptures that those who have no love at the time of destruction, and that it was those, because they had the intellect which were stone, Subinashkale Viprit Buddhi, we have intellects that have love at the time of destruction. Because our intellects are becoming divine, one with Paras Buddhi, Vinashkale Preet Buddhi, and one with the Paras Buddhi. So many go to the centers, Brahmins, and therefore their intellect must also be one with Nishchay Buddhi. All of them say that God Shiva speaks, that Shiva is the father of all souls. But those who have doubts in their intellects, they remain behind. Those whose intellect have nishchay, conviction, and study well, they gallop ahead. The Father says, if you continue to raise your intellects quickly to the Father as a starting point, you become Sattva Pradhan. Baba is giving you injection of this knowledge. Therefore, our intellect, intoxication in our intellect should rise. When we drink glass of nectar of this knowledge here, it affects us. But as soon as we leave, we forget everything. We know that the ocean of knowledge, the purifier, the bestower of salvation for all, the liberator, is only the one Father, He gives us everything as our inheritance. And He said, children, you too have to become full oceans. You yourselves must imbibe all of this knowledge that I have. Shiv Baba has no intoxication for his body, of his own body, because it's not his own. Baba says, I always remain in silence. You too didn't have that intoxication when you didn't have a body. Shiv Baba never says that it belongs to him. This body is taken on loan, and anything that is taken on loan cannot belong to you. I have now entered this body for a short time in order to do service, and we now have to return home. So we have to race to meet God. There also definitely has to be a charioteer. The Father enters this chariot and teaches Rajyoga through this, which we become Lakshmi and Narayan. Everyone should know this unlimited history and geography. It is now the confluence age, and the deity kingdom is being established. The new kingdom, this golden age, can only belong to Lakshmi and Narayan. People have forgotten when the drama begins. It is also has to be known who the main characters are and main actors are. Baba says you too are main actors. You are playing the main parts. You are also spiritual social workers. You explain to spirits, and it is the spirits that study. By spirits, that means souls. It is souls who explain to the souls, and the souls also study. No one knows that it is soul that study through these organs. I, a soul, become a barrister, doctor, etc. Baba is teaching us. The sanskars remain in the soul, and we carry those soul sanskars with us. And we go and rule in the new world. The kingdom that existed in the golden age will begin once again in the same way. The main thing is, never become body conscious. Consider yourselves to be souls, and do not perform any sinful acts. Stay in remembrance. Otherwise, the burden of sinful acts become one that is 100-fold. We have burden of sins of many births on our heads. Therefore, we need to burn these sins away. The Father shows us a very easy way to burn these sins and become pure. To become pure by having remembrance of one Father. God speaks to us, souls. He speaks to the souls. It is remembered that meeting takes place between souls and the Supreme Soul. And there is no need to make any noise in this. This is study, silent study. We remember that we are going home, but that only the Father and children are there in our home. We have double happiness. We are to go home, land of peace, and then to our kingdom, golden age. All of us have to do this, is to stay in remembrance of the Father. This is what Manmana Bhava is. Consider ourselves to be a soul and remember the Father and our inheritance. Baba is making us into beautiful fragrant flowers and seating us in his eyes to take us back home. So let us think and be in that moment. Sit in Baba's eyes, being as light as a feather, being that soul who is just a presence, sitting on Baba's eyes, and he is taking us back home. Baba is the Lord of the poor, and He helps the poor ones who are His children at this moment in time, and He serves them through His knowledge and gives them the sovereignty of the new world. And when we go there in Golden Age, we automatically begin to build buildings because those paths will be recorded in ourselves, the souls. Baba says, your paths here are just to study. And when you are here, when you're there, it is automatically in our intellect to build the palaces. And you will build the same palaces in which you live every cycle. We understand that we come here to listen to new points and then go back refreshed. But Baba says the new points that emerge are also fixing the drama. Baba says, children, I experience no happiness in being seated in this bull, the chariot all the time. I just come to teach you to do this service. It isn't that I remain seated on this bull. My coming and going only take a second. It doesn't stay here all the time. Baba comes from so far away just to teach us. He stays in his home. He doesn't remain in this body throughout the whole day. And he doesn't experience happiness in that. Otherwise it would be like a parrot getting trapped in a cage. He says, I take this body on loan simply to explain. Baba, the ocean of knowledge, comes to teach us. And we should have so much happiness, goose pimples of happiness, and that the happiness should not decrease. When he comes, it doesn't take long for him to arrive. Look how fast a rocket is. It is faster than a sound. The soul too is a tiny rocket. It takes a second to go from here to London. It's an instant. And this is the same as liberation in life in a second. Remembered in the scriptures, Baba himself is also a rocket. Only comes to serve us and teach us. Then he goes back to his home. He says, I remain very busy at this time. I am the bestower of divine visions for the devotees. Therefore, I have to please the devotees. But I teach you. Devotees beg, and they beg most from Jagadamba. Baba gives us the title, you are Jagadambas, the world mothers. It is the soul who is the world mother. And when we are in that stage of being soul, our natural nature is to give, be that mother to all the souls. Baba says you give the alms of the kingdom of the world. We are also poor, so Shiv Baba gives us the sovereignty of the world as alms. He says, remember me, and I guarantee that your lifespans will increase. There is no death in Golden Age. That is the land of immortality. Over there we simply shed our skin and take another. Brahma Baba is saying that Baba has a desire to become a baby again. He knows that in Golden Age he will have a golden spoon in his mouth. He too is the long lost and now found son, that he has been adopted by the Father. Therefore he says Baba loves him so much. And this too is a game. There is always happiness in a game. This is the chariot of which it has been remembered that the ocean of knowledge enters and gives this knowledge to you. We should have great happiness about this one thing, that it is that God comes and teaches us. God is establishing that kingdom of heaven. We are His children. We are very fortunate because we are studying to become the masters of this world. So we should pay so much attention to this study. It is our blessing today. May you become a powerful soul and use our elevated thoughts to fill everyone with the power. Accept the blessing of being constantly powerful and use our elevated thoughts to do the service of filling all souls with power, the spiritual power. Accumulate so much power of elevated thoughts that the thoughts of others also become filled with power. Those thoughts work like an injection with which their internal attitude is filled with power. So now let us use our elevated feelings and elevated thoughts to bring about this transformation. Slogan today: become a master remover of sorrow and transform everyone's sorrow into spiritual happiness. And this is our elevated task. Avyakt signal. Sometimes some children play big games. Wasteful thoughts come with so much force that they are unable to control themselves. However, we must gain the power to control this wastefulness. Just as we receive the fruit of melting millions for one powerful thought, in the same way, the fruit of one wasteful thought is sadness, disheartenment, and loss of happiness. So let us change that wasteful thoughts into the powerful thought by being in that manmanabha, being in that soul awareness. Om Shanti.